Charlie Brown.
Oh, hello. Who are you? Why are you here?
Yeah, well, I'm here because I enjoy hanging out with you, and it was great to see you after so long. But I'm Jody Rhoans. I have been a sales and revenue leader in the digital media space for a long time. Was one of the initial people at Thrillist, where we crossed paths for the first time, and built that business into Group 9 and beyond for a long time, and then have been doing a few other things since then. Was at Leaf Group for a few years, and just taken on a new gig in the gaming space, which I'm really excited about.
That's super exciting. Yeah, gaming, esports, it is such a hot category, such a great space to be into. I'm excited for you for what you were just telling me about before we started the podcast.
Yeah, you say you learn a lot through your kids, and having my 8-year-old who is already addicted to the gaming space and so into it, and with barely any tools to play them, but he has figured it out, and you just kind of, your eyes open up, and then you see over 2/3 of Americans play on a regular basis. So it's pretty amazing how quickly we've all gotten captivated in the space.
Well, I'm captivated by what you were telling me earlier and just about your excitement going into this new role. What defines you? What defines you as a dad, a husband, a sales lead, a media mogul?
I think what's always defined me is probably my personality, my ability to I love talking to people. I'm not necessarily made for this Zoom world because I like being out and about, but I love talking, meeting people, understanding people, and really, I think the core value that I've always felt defined me is problem solving. I think, in all types of business, you're trying to problem solve, whether it's internally building a business. There's a lot of problems that come up, and if you enjoy solving them, then it's fun. If you are someone who harps on them, it can be tedious. And so I've always enjoyed the ability to solve those. Same thing as within the marketing space. Go out and talk to clients. You're working on their problems within the marketing. Where do they need to connect to consumers? What do they need to do to sell more of their product to connect more? And so, I really look at the world kind of holistically as, your whole day is solving problems. What am I going to eat for breakfast? That's technically a problem. Hopefully it's an easy one to solve, but
I hope it's an easy one.
Some days there's not a lot in the house. It might be a harder one, but for the most part, we make it through. But, if you take that on and you approach problems as the fun part of life and solving them as the joy, then it's a lot easier to get through things.
So problem solving is also is so relevant when it comes to mentorship, when it comes to what OhHello is doing, when it comes to our community. Being able to share that skill set of being a problem solver, being able to mentor different individuals, different personalities, different characteristics of people of all ages, religions, colors, creeds, ethnicities. So help our audience understand a little bit more about just your skill set and what you've done throughout your career, and just what excites you about mentorship.
Yeah, look, I think it's amazing what you're doing, and mentorship as a whole, because we all have like I said, we all have problems. We're all working through things. We all need guidance, and often solutions take knowledge, and sometimes you don't have in yourself the knowledge to solve the problem on your own, and so you do need to seek out help. And I think that's where mentorship can come along. Experience is a great piece of knowledge generation, and so getting in touch with people who have experienced similar things. Very, very rarely is something being done or happening for the first time holistically, but it often is happening the first time for you. And so the more you can kind of build those shared understandings and tap into others' experiences and build on that, the better it can be. I think in terms of where, I hope to help, look, my favorite thing is building teams. It's how we got to know each other. I love working with salespeople, working with other managers, helping them grow and build their teams. How do they work with their teams? That's something that I think add a lot of guidance. But going out and talking to clients, sales is a no game, right? We've all been through that, and it's not always easy getting told no all the time, but you got to persevere and figure out a way to find yes, and then scale that success. And so, I think as it pertains to leading, building, or managing a sales process, whether it's just generally kind of working with teams, dealing with that, managing. I always said managing a team of 45 meant dealing with 45 people's problems. And any manager, whether you have one report or 20, you have to deal with that, and you become part worker, part boss, part psychiatrist, and so that's there's a lot to be learned in that process.
Well said. Well said. When you are managing, whether it's one person, 25 people, 45 people, 100 people, and outside of writing the prescriptions for them and helping them with that, with the guidance of problem solving, looking back at your career, looking back at just what you've done throughout your career, what would you tell yourself if you were 10 years younger, 15 years younger?
One, you can say you like to problem solve, but you get caught up in problems all the time. Everybody does. And I think one is, it'll work out. Enjoy the ride. I think that's, to me, is one thing that we all have to be more focused on is that, each day is part of the journey and we need to enjoy it. There isn't where we met, there isn't some grand destination at the end of all this, right? Where we recently met, it's all about enjoying every day and that's through process. So that's one piece of it. The other thing I think I'd tell, a younger version of myself, and not that I don't think I knew it then, but the harder you work, the earlier in your career, I think the better off you become. And so, I think keeping your foot on the gas pedal as long as possible and as quickly as possible. I would say that the most successful people I know work the hardest, earliest in their careers. And that just probably continues on. I think hard work always pays off, but it's especially important in the early days of your career.
I entirely agree with that sentiment. And I've seen it for both of us. Who are some mentors that have had, or people that have had, a profound impact on you, Mr. Rhoans?
Yeah, look, there's a lot of people. I don't think that I've ever. I would say I don't.
Give us three. Give us five.
Yeah, no. Look, I don't have one or two key mentors, other than I would say my parents, my dad especially. He continues to be just an amazing mentor, guide, and person to bounce things off of. I'd say the other thing that I've always taken from a mentorship angle is this ability, and someone told me once, but make sure you learn both what you like and don't like from people. And so I think, for a while, and in the early days, there was a lot of people in and out the door, a lot of different people that I reported to that I learned a lot from. Some of it was learning things I wanted to do and wanted to grow from and be like, and others were things I didn't want to do and didn't want to. But it made me, if you look at it that way and you say, I'm going to take the good and bad and learn from both, then everybody can be a mentor, and you're just kind of weighing in on it. I think that's the important thing, because you honestly want to be learning in every facet of what you do.
Yeah, continued education is important, and throughout the journey, we pick up a little bit of spice and seasoning throughout different people, throughout what they offer. Well said. You know this, that within the OhHello platform, within our community, we really believe in altruism. We believe in giving back. Mentorship goes full circle. Of the charities that are integrated into OhHello, what's a charity that's near and dear to your heart?
Yeah. Look, first of all, there's an amazing amount of great charities. So kudos on building such a great platform that can give back to so many great causes.
Thanks, Jody.
For me, I think, identified the American Cancer Society. My mother passed away when I was in college from cancer. It's been, I think it was very formative in my career. It built my vision for enjoying every day and not knowing what's coming the next day. And so, but that said, hopefully other people don't have to go through it. And the American Cancer Society has been just amazing at building, different cures, medicines. Obviously there's no singular cure, but we've made so much progress. I think I read in the last 15 years, the average survival rate has almost doubled for cancer in the US. So, we just keep fighting that fight, and they're a great charity. So love to support them.
Awesome. Well, in memory of your mother, I appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thank you for being on the pod today, Jody. Congrats on the new gig. We're excited to have you be part of the OhHello community, one of our mentors. I wish you the best, my man. High five.
Yeah, man. Congrats on this amazing platform, and looking forward to being part of it.
Thank you, Jody. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for listening.
Bye.